Hey, I'm Mia, Pretty OCD. We're organizing these functional systems, no nonsense reviews, and style without the Pinterest perfect pressure. And today we're in kitchen tech mode. I'm about to show you my entire breakfast system, 3 items, 1 morning of prep, and 2 days of breakfast handled. No standing over stoves, no 6 a.m. negotiations with the refrigerator. Just a system, because that's what we do here. It's 7 a.m. I haven't picked out an outfit yet. My hair is giving, we'll figure it out later. And now I gotta figure out breakfast. Eggs, smoothie, something healthy, because I told myself this year was the year. I said, Mia, you're a systems person. You organize literal systems for a living. You can figure out breakfast. Okay, so first up, the egg cooker, $10. I need you to hear me, 10. My brother first turned me on to this gadget, and I actually spotted the Dash one at Ross for $9.99. But if you want the easy route, it's also on Amazon, and I'll link it below so you can check the current price. And don't sleep on Ross or TJ Maxx. The kitchen section has a way of convincing you that you suddenly need 5 new gadgets, and that's 2 lattes, or one $10 salad with 3 leaves of spinach and emotional support almonds. Here's why I love this thing. You put your eggs in, give them a poke, add water according to how you like your eggs. I like mine slightly softer, so I put less water. Fill the water to the top level marker for hard-boiled eggs. Place the lid on, press the button, and you walk away. It takes about 12 minutes. But those are 12 minutes where you're not standing there watching water boil like it owes you money. Now, here's the system part. I don't cook for 1 morning. I cook for 2. This cooker holds up to 6 eggs. And for those of you on deviled egg duty for all the family gatherings, this thing is a game changer. Today, I'm making 2. The other will go in the fridge for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I grab it and go, and that's it. And if anybody says, well, I can just boil eggs on the stove, yes. You can. If one of your top 5 favorite things to do is scrubbing the mineral ring that's building up in your pot that you boil them in every morning, have at it. Okay, so while those eggs are doing their thing, that's 12 hands-free minutes, I'm going to start making smoothies. This is the parallel processing part, and this is where the system gets real cute. I use the Oster blender and food processor combo, and I'll link it below. But honestly, any decent blender works. The point isn't the blender, the point is when you blend. Now, I like to base my smoothies with water to cut down on the sugar. The fruit gives it enough sweetness for me. I'm adding in fresh greens. Today, I'm using a spring mix. Pro tip for your greens. Place a paper towel in the unused greens to absorb water, and they will last much longer in the fridge. You gotta try this hack. It's a real game changer. I add flaxseed in my smoothies too for the health benefits, and it adds a nice nutty flavor to the smoothie. I also add fiber from Heather's Tummy Fiber, cause I got other kind of problems, y'all. Blend this combo first to ensure the flaxseed and the fiber blend nicely. Then add any frozen fruit of your choice. You can also add fresh, but I personally like the thicker consistency frozen gives, and always having fruit on the ready. Last, I add a banana to give the smoothie a creamy texture. Avocados do the same thing, and the avocado flavor doesn't really come through in the smoothie. And before you call the ozonium on me, I'm only using these disposable cups until they're gone. I only have 5 left. Smoothie is done now, and I place it in the freezer to hold on to the thicker consistency. I could do my makeup, but I decided to go ahead and clean up first, and I still have some time, so I will run upstairs and make my bed. See how this works? Productivity loading, all at the same time. It's giving project manager energy, and I'm not mad about it. And for an added bonus, my egg cooker plays a catchy song when they're done. I don't want it if it doesn't invoke a two-step. And look at that. Perfect every single time. Just eggs that understood the assignment. Now, I hit mine with a little paprika and scallion salt. My bestie actually put me on to that combo after we both picked up the scallion salt from Bloom, a black farmer-owned brand. Simple, but takes these eggs up a notch. Pro tip. Now, one thing you'll notice after a couple of uses, the heating plate is going to get those dark, hard water stains. Totally normal. Don't throw the gadget away thinking it's impossible to clean. Here's my little hack. Take the lid off, whisk the condensation over the sink, and dry it out with a paper towel. Then, while the egg cooker is still warm, pour a little white vinegar on the heating plate, just enough to cover the surface. Let it sit for a minute and then wipe it clean with the paper towel. Use that same paper towel to wipe the underside of the egg grid. Good as new. Now the overnight oats. This is the one that makes people look at me like I cracked some kind of code. Relax, it's oats in a jar. But the system is what makes it special. I prepped them the night before, and I mean this takes about 7 minutes. Now let's talk about these jars themselves, because I actually love the design of these. There's no spoon latch hanging off the outside of the jar. I personally like the clean lines, and I don't like things dangling off my container. They also come labeled with both milliliters and ounces on the jar glass. The real genius is the separate top container. You can keep things like granola, nuts, or fruit in there. Anything you don't want getting soggy overnight. That right there is next level breakfast tech for me. And the best part? The spoon is hidden inside the lid, leaving those clean lines on the jar. But you've already got a sturdy spoon when it's time to eat. Honestly, I couldn't have designed this no better myself. Don't sleep on these jars. See the link below. I'm using 1 cup quick oats, 1 cup sweetened vanilla almond milk, 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, blueberries, strawberries, 2 teaspoons of flaxseed, and for easier mixing, I like to mix in a bowl and transfer the jars for less mess. I like to top it with kefir yogurt from my local farmer's market, cookie butter, and for that extra crunch, I add French vanilla, granola, and walnut. I wanted to make 2 different flavors, so I heated a teaspoon of cookie butter to mix in that jar. Heating the cookie butter makes it mixable. I had to come back to that second jar that looked goody neglected earlier. Okay, so let me break down the full system so you can see why I only cook every other day. Prep night, 7 minutes. Make 2 overnight oats jars. That's it. Go watch your show. Prep morning, about 12 minutes. Active. Start the egg cooker. Walk away while eggs cook. Blend 2 smoothies. Eggs beat. Done. Store half for tomorrow. The next morning, your entire breakfast is grab and go. Eggs from the fridge, smoothies from the fridge, oats from the fridge. There is one caveat for day 2. I come down in the morning before getting dressed to mix my smoothie from separating in the fridge overnight and place it in the freezer so it can thicken up while I'm getting dressed for the day. You didn't cook a single thing. You're just collecting your food like it's a buffet you set up for yourself. Both smoothies and overnight oats last in the freezer for 2 days, no more than 3. That's 1 prep morning, 2 days of breakfast, 3 products, and I'm not spending my mornings stressed, scrambling, literally and figuratively, so that second day is a free day, grab and go style. Between the smoothie, the boiled eggs, and overnight oats, you've got protein, fiber, and real fuel. Now those eggs gonna have the house smelling a little sulfurish, so hit that kitchen with a couple of sprays of concentrated room spray before you hit the streets. Let's talk money, because I know y'all were waiting. The egg cooker, $10. The blender, $139.99. The oats jars, $18.99 for a 2-jar set. That's it. A simple investment for a breakfast system that works every single week. and tools you'll use all over your kitchen. And the actual food cost per day, we're talking eggs, $4 a dozen, frozen fruit, $12, oats, $7, milk, $7. Most of these ingredients you already have in your fridge and pantry anyway. That comes out to about $5 a day over 5 days. And aside from milk, most of these ingredients last well beyond the week. Compare that to the $10 to $12 smoothie and $8 breakfast sandwich you could be buying daily because you didn't have time. I see you. Listen, I'm not telling you to be a chef. I'm telling you to be a systems thinker. You don't need more recipes. You need a routine. 3 products, 1 prep morning, 2 days handled. That's that pretty OCD energy right there. If this helped you, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, because Kitchen Tech is a whole series and we've got more coming. And drop a comment telling me what's your breakfast struggle. I want to know. Are you a car eater, a skipper, a coffee is breakfast type of person? Take me through there. Set up the system, trust it, and don't deny what you know.